Today we are going to be doing a bookshelf tour. I have two of these bookshelves my dad recently made for me, about 7 feet tall and 3 feet wide. So I've got a lot of books on here. So two of these, and then I have two floating shelves that we are going to be going through today. These are my favorite videos to watch on BookTube, so I'm so excited to film an updated one for you guys. Let's go. This is the first bookshelf we are going to be going through. This is my fantasy sci-fi side of things. It also holds some of my favorite books of all time here. Okay, this is the very top of my bookshelves. This is my Slytherin/graduation shelf because they both have green, black, and white colors. So for the trinkets here, I have a Triwizard Tournament cup, Death Eater's mask, Slughorn's wand, and for the Funko Pops, I have Lupin and a Thestral. And then I have that Bath & Body Works candle holder from Halloween with the Wicked Apple candle. And then I just have a cute little Voldemort plushie there. Everything on this shelf I pretty much got at Barnes & Noble or the Universal Parks. Okay, this is my second shelf. This is the Harry Potter/favorite series shelf. So in the corner there, I have my illustrated copies of Harry Potter. And then I have my paperbacks of Harry Potter. I've had these books since I was 5 years old, so they're very special to me. And then I have the special edition of Sorcerer's Stone. That's what that red and yellow Gryffindor book is. I have The Cursed Child, which I have not read yet. And then we move on to Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit and Hunger Games series, and then Twilight in the corner there. And for the trinkets down here, we just have a few stuffed animals, a Hermione Granger Chamber of Secrets Funko Pop, chocolate frog box, Luna Lovegood glasses, a butterbeer mug, and a Horcrux locket. Okay, moving down to my favorite shelf on my bookshelves, my Sarah J. Maas shelf. She is my favorite author and kind of what got me into reading. For the trinkets, I have this fake plant, a butterfly box, a Dear Patronus Funko Pop, a Beauty and the Beast keychain, a glow-in-the-dark jellyfish, and just a potion bottle from Target. Okay, first series on this shelf, we have the Crescent City series, House of Earth and Blood, House of Sky and Breath, and House of Flame and Shadow. I have not read any of these yet because I am intimidated. Next we have my favorite, the Throne of Glass series, Assassin's Blade, Throne of Glass, Crown of Midnight, Heir of Fire, Queen of Shadows, Empire of Storms, Tower of Dawn, and Kingdom of Ash. This series is kind of what got me started back into reading when I was in middle school, and I do love the old covers. I got these as they were coming out, and I am so happy to have them. Okay, last series on this shelf, the A Court of Thorns and Roses series. So we have the first one, and then A Court of Mist and Fury, A Court of Wings and Ruin, A Court of Frost and Starlight, and A Court of Silver Flames. I also absolutely love this series. I still haven't read the very last one yet. I kind of want to reread everything first, but yeah, I am looking forward to it. Okay, last book on this shelf is Catwoman Soul Stealer. I did read this one. It is not, it's not my favorite by her. It's definitely my least favorite by her. Okay, that is all for the Sarah J. Maas shelf. Okay, moving down to this shelf. This shelf also holds some of my very favorite series of all time, which are mainly fantasy, sci-fi, and dystopian. Okay, for the trinkets on this shelf, I have a few rocks from Arizona, this rose glass blown, a honey pot ornament, that goes with renegades because there is a anarchist who has the power of summoning bees. And then there is this carousel girl that kind of goes with Caraval. The sugar plum fairy nutcracker Funko Pop that goes with Once Upon a Broken Heart because the character has pink hair. And then I just have Fleur Delacour's wand on this shelf as well. Okay, starting with the first series, we have Gilded and Cursed, and then we move on into the Lunar Chronicles, Cinder, Scarlet, Cress, Winter, Stars Above, and Fairest. And then we have Heartless, which is my favorite book of all time. And last we have Renegades, Arch Enemies, and Supernova. All of those series were by Marissa Meyer, and she is one of my favorite authors that I have in my collection. Okay, moving on to my Stephanie Garber series. The first one, Caraval, Legendary, and Finale. And then we have Once Upon a Broken Heart, The Ballad of Never After, and A Curse for True Love. Okay, next we have Ever the Hunted, Ever the Brave, and Once a King by Erin Somerville. Last but not least, we have the Selection series, The Selection, The Elite, and The One by Kira Cass. And that is the shelf complete. This shelf mainly consists of to-be-read books and has a variety of genres. For the trinkets, we have this Magic 8-Ball, a ballerina figurine, Ron's Dog Patronus Funko Pop, a jar of seashells, a water fairy sculpture that I painted a long time ago, and then this mug full of bookmarks. First we have Fable by Adrienne Young, Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross, The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent, Powerless by Lauren Roberts, Small Favors by Aaron A. Craig, and House of Salt and Sorrow and House of Roots and Ruin also by Aaron A. Craig. The Wishing Game by Meg Schaefer, Starling House by Alex E. Harrow, Throne of the Fallen by Carrie Maniscalco, The Fury by Alex Michaelides, Girl Serpent Thorn by Melissa Becherdost, What the River Knows by Isabel Ibanez, The Kingdom of Sweets by Erica Johansson, The Gilded Wolves by Rashani Chosky, The Atlas 6 by Olivia Blake, City of Bones by Cassandra Clare, A Great and Terrible Beauty by Libba Bray, The Queen of the Tyrrlane by Erica Johansson, Sherwood by Megan Spooner, The Kiss of Deception, and The Heart of Betrayal by Mary E. Pearson. Down to this shelf, this is kind of a random assortment. We have sci-fi, fantasy, and dystopian possibly. I haven't read most of these, and weirdly they all go with the same color scheme of red, blue, and purple. For the trinkets, we have this Dollar Tree mushroom house. This snow globe I got from an aquarium, a Mad Hatter Funko Pop, and a Otter Patronus Funko Pop. I have a Monster High Doll Spectra Voldergeist, I believe. And then a Star Wars spaceship figurine. Also have a Miss Pac-Man mini arcade game. And a Bath & Body Works ornament because I worked there for 2 years. Okay, first book, Sea Witch by Sarah Henning. Daughter of the Pirate King and Daughter of the Siren Queen by Tricia Levenzeller. The Beautiful by Renee Adier. The Afterlife of Holly Chase by Cynthia Hand. Romanov by Nadine Brands. The Kingdom by Jess Rothenberg. Three Dark Crowns by Kendar Blake. Aurora Rising, Aurora Burning, and Illuminae by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. Serpent and Dove by Shelby Marine. The Diviners Trilogy by Libba Bray. Shadow and Bone, Siege and Storm, and Ruin and Rising by Lee Bardugo. Deep Blue by Jennifer Donnelly. Grave Mercy by Robin Lefevers. Nerve by Jan Ryan. Ready Player One by Ernest Klein. and Legend by Marie Lu. Okay, that is this shelf done. Let's move on to the final shelf of this first bookshelf. Okay, down here, I'm not going to go through every book because there are a few that I do want to unhaul later, but I'll just go through some of the books I am wanting to read. If We Were Villains by M.L. Rio, One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid, A Magic Steeped in Poison and a Venom Dark and Sweet by Judy I. Lin, Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies by Heather Fawcett. Okay, that is the first bookshelf completely done. Let's go on to the next one. Okay, this is my second bookshelf. It contains mostly fiction, classics, romance, and thrillers. Okay, top shelf has more Harry Potter display. So I've got Hagrid and Fang, Funko Pops, Hedwig, and Buckbeak, and Ron on the knight chess piece. And then I just have a Rememberable, Time Turner, and the Marauders map in the back there. Okay, this is my classics shelf. For the trinkets, I have a Sherlock Funko Pop and the Deerstalker cap. I have a Queenie's wand, a Mary Poppins Funko Pop, and Belle in her wedding gown Funko Pop. I have Pride and Prejudice, Persuasion, and Emma by Jane Austen, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass by Lewis Carroll, The Secret Garden by Frances Hodgins Burnett, Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier, All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr, Heidi by Joanna Spryri, A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, Anne of Green Gables by L.M. Montgomery, The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald, Little Woman by Louisa May Alcott, and I just have a massive Princess Bride book here in the corner. Okay, that is my classic shelf complete. Okay, this shelf is my romance and contemporary shelf, and it is in rainbow order. For the trinkets, I just have this little lantern here, a few seashells, a Rapunzel Funko Pop, Ginny Weasley and Luna Lovegood Funko Pop, and then this Gildersleeve Lockhart photo. Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins, Confessions of a Shopaholic by Sophie Kinsella, Second Star by Alyssa B. Scheinmel, The Unhoneymooners, Something Wilder, In a Holidays, and Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren, Daisy Jones and the Six, Maybe in Another Life, Malibu Rising, Carrie Soto's Back, Forever Interrupted, and The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, all by Taylor Jenkins Reid, The Hotel Nantucket by Elin Hilderbrand, Love a la Mode by Stephanie Kate Strom, Always Never Yours by Austin Sigmund Broca and Emily Wibberley, The Wedding Girl by Madeline Wickham, the Magnolia Park series by Jessa Hastings, Eliza and Her Monsters by Francesca Zappia, Second Chance Summer, The Unexpected Everything, and Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson, Meet Me in Paradise by Libby Hubscher, The Statistical Probability of Love at First Sight and This Is What Happy Looks Like by Jennifer E. Smith, Graceland by Nancy Crozier, Betting on You by Lynn Painter, You Had Me at Hola by Alexis Daria. Okay, this is my black, white, and red shelf. It is a mix of a few things, but I would say it's mainly mysteries. And for the trinkets, I have this red rose candle holder, a masquerade mask, and this magnifying glass. First book we have is Dracula by Bram Stoker, The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern, Red Hood by Elena K. Arnold, Poirot Investigates by Agatha Christie, The Couple Next Door by Sherry Lapina, Mr. Darcy Vampire by Amanda Grange, Horror Store by Grady Hendrix, Moxie by Jennifer Matthew, I See London, I See France by Sarah Milnowski, The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires by Grady Hendrix, Nine Perfect Strangers by Leanne Moriarty, How to Sell a Haunted House by Grady Hendrix, The Shining by Stephen King, Secret History by Donna Tartt, City of Ghosts by Victoria Schwab, The Final Girl Support Group by Grady Hendrix, The Nanny Diaries by Emma McLaughlin and Nicola Krauss, Vengeance Road and Retribution Rails by Aaron Bowman, The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides, The Bronze Horseman by Paulina Simons, The Hunting Party by Lucy Foley, The Book of the Maidservant by Rebecca Barnhouse, and LA Candy by Lauren Conrad. Okay, this is my thriller and horror shelf. For the trinkets, I have this clay mug that I made in ceramics class, filled with friendship bracelets I made. I have this little fish plush, a rabbit plush, a piggy bank that I painted, and Cho Chang's wand from Harry Potter. Devious by Lisa Jackson, Lies of Loch Lamora by Scott Lynch, All These Beautiful Strangers by Elizabeth Clayfoth, The Disappearances by Emily Bain Murphy, And Then There Were None, Midwinter Murder, Murder on the Orient Express, and Passenger to Frankfurt by Agatha Christie, We Were Liars and Family of Liars by E. Lockhart, Horror Stories by Mary Shelley, Thick as Thieves by Sandra Brown, False Witness by Karen Slaughter, There's Someone Inside Your House by Stephanie Perkins, The Last House Guest by Megan Miranda, The House at the Bottom of the Lake by Josh Mallerman, The Raft by S.A. Bodine, Home Before Dark and Survive the Night by Riley Sager, The Guest List and The Paris Apartment by Lucy Foley. Alright, this is kind of another random genre shelf. For the trinkets, I have another ceramic mug I made, a little glass blown pumpkin, some rose quartz, and this butterfly light. Bright Burning Stars by A.K. Small, The City Baker's Guide to Country Living by Louise Miller, Hopeless by Elsie Silver, The Lost Book of Eleanor Dare by Kimberly Brock, Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt, Invisible Ghosts by Robin Schneider, Luckiest Girl Alive by Jessica Knoll, My Lady Jane and My Plain Jane by Cynthia Hand, The Astonishing Color of After by Emily X.R. Pan, The Host by Stephanie Meyer, Broken Beautiful Hearts by Cami Garcia, Carve the Mark by Veronica Roth, Carnivalesque by Neil Jordan, Circe and the Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller, Bittersweet by Colleen McCauley, Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste Ng, Foolish Hearts by Emma Mills, The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg, Lola and the Boy Next Door by Stephanie Perkins, Pride and Pyramids by Amanda Granger, Superman Dawnbreaker by Matt De La Pena. Okay, moving on to my two floating shelves over here. These are right next to the ceiling, so I can't really reach, but these are just some of my childhood favorite books. So I collected a lot of Geronimo Stilton books and some Thea Stilton too, and that's what most of those are. And then in the middle I have Magic Treehouse, and then on the other side I have my Nancy Drew collection. And on this shelf I have some Goosebumps books, some Series 4 Unfortunate Events, and then Narnia. Okay, that is it for my bookshelf tour. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.